Can you tell me how is it that I was able to get married, which in June I'll be married 24 years. I have a 23-year-old son and a 21-year-old son. Got through school, got a degree, went back and got another one. Can you explain to me how systemic racism kept me from doing that?
It doesn't.
How are you good people doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man, which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you guys are following me on the platform you see above and below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. That way my content can stay circulated to you. Keeps me in the YouTube shadow man and algorithm world. Don't forget to also, you already know what to do, right? Yeah. It's going to bring up another notification that allows you to select all notifications. And don't forget to check out my other YouTube channel. There's no content on there yet, but there will be content coming soon. It's called Man, Husband, Father. Okay, the link is down in the description. Go and check it out. Again, that channel is Man, Husband, Father. All right, appreciate you guys. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all saw the beginning of this video, right?
Systemic racism didn't, because every person can make good decisions and flourish in this country regardless of the color of their skin.
So then how is it that somebody like me did it though? I mean, wait, I'm black. I'm coming up in a oppressed era. So can you tell me how I was able to achieve that?
You tell me.
Well, from what I'm being told, it's because I was lucky.
I mean, it was probably hard work, good decisions, maybe a pastor or a mentor that, you know, gave you good guidance.
So then why is it so hard for everybody else to look like me to understand that?
You ask them.
Trying to. Now, you just got done hearing what I just got done saying right there, right? Right? Yeah. So I want you to go ahead and again, answer those questions that I asked Charlie Kirk. How is it that a black man who came from crazy, which y'all want to call odds, single parent home, and let's keep it real, is no hate to my mom. My mom is a completely different person. She is a great woman right now, but she did only what she could do as a single parent with me and my four brothers, to where it got to a point to where she couldn't take care of all four of us by herself. She couldn't. So it got to a point where we had to fend for ourselves. We had to stay with different people, live with different people. I come from the era where you had to go and, man, can we borrow a cup of sugar? Can we borrow, y'all got a pack of hot dogs? I come from an era like that, okay? What I'm saying that for is this. That was back in the early 90s when that was going on. But you're going to tell me in 2025 right now, our issue in the black community back then was not any white people. Let me make this completely clear too. Guess what happened afterwards? Guess what? None of those white liberals, and y'all might be in it right now. I told you. Guess what? None of those white liberals, guess what? None of those black people asked me. Guess what? None of them asked me. They didn't. Not one person came up to me and said, how did you do that? How did you get out? How did you become successful? How did you continue to become successful? How did you become the strong guy that you are? How did you have two young sons and you're married 24? You know what the question I kept getting? Sir, how old are you? Because a lot of them saw that I had my backpack on with my stuff. I had my laptop and everything in there. So when I do, documentation and things like that of the sort, no one had the biggest question of asking me, how did you come from that and get where you are? You know what? They had no interest in it. They are only interested in the narrative and the rhetoric. They're not interested in resolving the issue. See, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. What we have going on right now, just let me show y'all proof that it is not an issue. They know it's not an issue, because if racism, systemic racism, oppression, and all that stuff was a legit issue, that means it would be legit answers on how to fix it. No. See, here's the deal. You can cry and scream and yell and go crazy over fixing an issue without ever having no real intentions on fixing the issue, right? And this is what I told those folks. I say, none of you guys are interested in how I became how I am. Why is that? Why are y'all more interested in the so-called struggle? Why are y'all more interested in the so-called Rhetoric. Why are you guys interested in the so-called black people being down, pressed and suppressed and, downtrodden? Why are y'all more interested in pushing that? Why aren't y'all interested in how the successful blacks came out? Why aren't y'all interested in us and how we did it? Don't you think that needs to be heard amongst all the blacks and all the whites and all Americans? Why aren't y'all interested in the solution? And what I found out being in medicine is this. You will find out there is a condition, guys, in medicine. If there's any other doctors that may be in here, you guys know what I'm talking about. There is an issue in medicine that a lot of patients, they come and they give symptoms about what's going on with them. And a lot of times these symptoms aren't real. A lot of times you will have patients that will come to you and talk about certain issues and certain problems. And you will find out in the end, they are not trying to get rid of the issue or the so-called problem that they claim they have. They're not trying to get rid of it. You know what they want to do? They want to keep on telling you about how horrible it is and how terrible it is and how bad it is. I got this going on. I got that going on. You know why? Because they're never trying to arrive to the conclusion. All they want is your attention. All they want is some sort of social interaction. All they want is for somebody to give them attention. So they want somebody to listen to them. Sometimes if we do get rid of an issue, they will come up with a new issue. And it's not about the fact that they want the issue fixed. It's about the fact that if they come up with another issue, that means they get more of your attention. They get more of you pouring your knowledge into them. They don't even care about your knowledge. They don't even care about your solution. What they care about is the fact that I'm literally talking to you. They'll keep on going back and forth. Then we find out a lot of times, and there are people out there that are absolutely 100% drug seeking. Now, here's the deal though. Now listen to me, y'all, because this is kind of deep. When we have people in medicine that are drug seeking, they want the drug that gives them that high. It gives them that huge release of serotonin or dopamine. Guess what people get out of getting clicks and likes? Guess what people get out of you giving them that attention? Guess what happens to a person's brain when they know, I get to talk to them about this? Your brain releases that same exact type of dopamine in your brain. It gets released. That's a pleasure center. And then what happens is that you want to return back to that thing that gave you the pleasure. See, it's not about fixing the issue. It's about doing that thing to give you that dopamine release, to give you that pleasure, to give you that pleasing center to where you go back to. And who is that? Oh, the issue. The issue, going out and talking to people about the issue. It's really not an issue. It's a made up symptom. Going and talking, being around other human beings, getting people to say, yeah, when I say something, getting people to clap for me when I say something, getting people to, hold notes and the black, and we got this going on. Getting people to get together with you and do all those things give you such a huge dopamine rush that you got to keep on coming up with symptoms that are not even really real issues with you. Because it's not about you fixing the problem. It's about you feeding that dopamine rush you get when you come up with non-existent problems.